Let's pivot here to the first part of 2026. And obviously, the war was really dominating the news in March. It looks like that's coming to an end. We'll see. However, I think what's still really on people's minds is energy prices. So, still very elevated. And so, talk us through a couple things. Number one would be, do we need to tilt our portfolios more towards energy stocks because energy prices are high? And then number two is, if we do have elevated energy prices for a longer period of time, does that usually cause a recession or does that push down on stock prices?
Yeah, for sure. So this is a just been as you said, a crazy year so far in the markets, and so much has happened. And you can go back to the beginning of the year because again, 2025 was a very positive year, and then you had this first month in January was actually a positive when the market was up about 1.5%, and then over the course of February we dropped by about 1%, but we're still ahead of the game. And at the very end of February, that's when we started the war with Iran. And what you saw the market doing is dropping about 5% in March. So we'll come back to that because to your point, like at this point as an investor, you say, well, does it make sense to maybe shift given that now the market's down? And we did see that some of the energy stocks actually benefited in March. And we'll come back to this in a second. But what's interesting is that when you put together the first 3 months out of this year, for the first quarter, the market was down about 4.3%. And when you look at this down 4.3%, the one thing that you have to be cautious is that it's a reflection of the underlying performance of 500 different stocks. And what's remarkable is that last year, exactly a year ago, the performance for the first quarter was identical. And this is before this is before tariff day even hit. So we had perfectly identical returns for the quarter. And last year, it turns out that the second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, they were all positive. So don't read too much in the fact that the first quarter didn't do as well.